Hi, I'm Patrick Wright. I lead AI at 25. I'm going to start today with a bold statement. I think that generative AI and machine learning are going to revolutionize how we do knowledge work as a society over the next decade. The way that they're going to dovetail with tools that we've already built with the internet and with other ways of storing and managing large volumes of data are going to enable us to be much more efficient, much more effective, and much more precise in how we handle large volumes of data and how we generate insights from that information. And I think that's particularly applicable when we think about the problem of estimating and pricing, because that's a very, very data heavy problem. You have inputs from customers in the form of RFPs and RFQs. You have conversations with them that are stored as meeting notes or notes that you take. Then you might also have historical data about prior bids and prior projects that you've estimated for them, and also the actuals that were generated when you executed on those projects. And then lastly, there's large amounts of other content that you may have in your organization about your products and your processes and your capabilities, and also any regulatory content that may make sense for you. And all of these things have to come together in this process to generate the outputs that you want to send to a client to make sure that they really, really understand how well you're going to solve their problem. So there are really three techniques that are important here. And the first one is in using generative AI to extract structured information from unstructured data. So for example, pulling the schedule or the requirements or the contact information out of an RFP and then using that downstream. The second is in using machine learning and model building to create models that are predictive in nature, so that you can take all of your historical data about projects you've done across all of your customers and then find projects that are similar to ones that you've done in the past. So you can use that prior data to inform your estimation and your pricing. And then lastly, the technique of using generative AI to stitch together content from different sources to create a compelling proposal. And 25 is working on all three of those around this cycle of RFP response and proposal generation. So the first thing that we've done is to build a prototype of a tool that lets us extract content from RFPs, and we have a prompting infrastructure that lets you handle that based on the jargon or nomenclature that's specific to your industry and to your field of expertise, and also allows you to tune into the different ways that clients may express their needs within an RFP, so that you can get consistent results as you ingest all of these different documents, then split them apart to find the data you want. We're also working on this machine learning approach and building models that encapsulate all of the details of prior project and prior bids that you've put together, plus the actuals that were generated from them, so that we can go directly into estimation based on past history, and then also use that data to optimize how we price so that we maximize win probability without sacrificing margin. And then lastly, we're putting together a prototype that does this stitching of content from various repositories to help you to put together compelling proposals that are well presented and that which flow nicely and are easy for your clients to consume and think about. There are lots of other places where these three techniques I've talked about could be used to improve how you go about responding to RFPs and to figuring out estimates and pricing. If that's something you'd like to work with 25 on, we'd love to talk to you.